Good evening everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about measurement of screw threads and gear. So it is in the third module, and in those things we are going to discuss about terminology of the screw thread. Okay, so here we are going to discuss about screw thread terminology. So here they will be showing the thread related with some of the terms. Okay, so these terms we are going to discuss in this one first. Already we people know that threads are used to act as a temporary fasteners, and also these threads this may be two types, like a square shape as well as the V shape. Okay, the V shape it can be used for some small works. Square shape it can be used for heavy works. Okay, like screw jack. So for those purpose the screw jack for this purpose to withstanding heavy weight, and these square threads are used. So now we are going to discuss about V-shaped thread. Okay, apart from that, some whiteworth thread, acme thread, and this standard thread. So like these threads are available. Okay, so there it may be the which one, the angles it may be differ. Okay, some of the thread it may be having the plank, it will be made, it will be the sharp edge over there. Some of the thread in the root as well as in the crest it having some this shape, like cylindrical shapes. Okay, so first we are going to discuss about this some of the dimensions. Screw thread, already we know that a thread is the some helical grooving in the cylindrical component is called the screw thread. Okay, some helical grooving according to the desired length it may be placed. Okay, so the formula or definition is the screw thread is the helical ridge produced in the forming of continuous helical groove, a uniform section on the external or internal surface of a cylinder or cone. So normally it is the external thread or and internal threads are there. Okay, so both it may be form making to join the some of the components. So normally screws as well as nuts, as well as bolt and nuts. Like this, we can give the example for this screw thread. So screws are external threads, and nuts are internal threads. Okay. So sometimes the tapered screw also it's available. Okay, tapered screw also it will be available. Then comes into the external thread. The thread is formed outside of the workpiece is called it as external thread. Normally in the screws and all it will be comes in the external only, so that this is external thread. And then comes into the next one, internal thread. It will become since holes, it will be placed on the holes. Okay, so that is called it as internal thread, or otherwise it is comes inside of the workpiece is called as internal thread. Normally the example is the nut and other things. Okay, so that is the example for the internal thread. And external thread is already told the screws, bolt, so those things it will become. And comes into the axis of the thread. Okay, so the imaginary line longitudinal throughout the center of the screw is axis of the thread. So normally the axis of the thread is the uh, imaginary one, it's not the real one. Okay, so as for our conveniences we are going to take this is the axis of the thread. Then comes into the hand, right and left hand threads. Okay, suppose here the screws it will be uh, some like a clockwise direction, means the screw, the helical grooving made it in the clockwise direction, means that is the right hand thread. The helical grooves it will made it in the left hand direction, means that is the sorry anti-clockwise direction, means that is the left hand threads. Okay, then comes into that we are going to discuss about the threads, crest of thread and root of thread. So normally if you come over here, so uh, the topmost portion is called it as crest. Okay, bottommost portion is called it as root. Okay, like this way we can define. Okay, normally it comes the outer edge is crest, and the inner edge is called as root. Okay, so there it will becomes, and also somewhere here axis of the thread is, sorry, axis of the thread is coming over here, so that will be the imaginary one. Then comes into the next one, flanks of the thread. Normally the flanks of the thread means the tapered surfaces, call it as the tapered straight surfaces, call it as flank. Okay, so or otherwise in another manner, the distance between the root to crest is called it as flank. Okay, so normally one thing you remember, so always we will confuse in this, which is the root in the bottom one, which is the crest, it is in the outer one. Okay, so like this we have to remember. So the distance between crest to root is flank. Okay, so it is the tapered surfaces. Okay, so this is about the flank. Then comes into the next thing, angle of the thread. So here flank angle. Okay, so the flank angles are the angles between individual flank and the perpendicular to the axis of the thread which passes through the vertex of the fundamental triangle is called flank angle. So in this diagram we will know that this is the flank. Okay, flank to axis, so the line is passing through the vertex, okay, perpendicular to the vertex. So here from the flank to this axis, what is the angle it plays, that is called it as flank angle. Okay, so that in between the flanks is called it as thread angle. Okay, so in between the flank is called it as thread angle, and also call it as included angle. See, from ear to ear, the between the flank, whatever the angle is called it as, that is the threaded angle or included angle. So almost this flank angle, threaded angle, around it will come 60 degree to 55 degree. It will be varies, depends upon the different types of thread. The flank angle is the this perpendicular axis to the flank surface. So whatever the angle it comes, that is the flank angle between the two flanks. So on this flank to this flank, whatever angle it comes, that is called it as flank angle. Okay, so these are all the points just to remember about the angles. Okay, then comes into the pitch. So there are pitch and lead. So pitch is the nothing but either it may be a crest to crest, so crest to crest or root to root. So the distance is called it as pitch. Either it may be, you can take it as a crest to another crest, or we can take it as a root to another root. That means the next consecutive root. Okay, so that is called it as pitch. Okay, so then comes into the lead angle. So the lead angle is that the distance between helical groove moved on the one full revolution. So how much distance is called it as, that is the lead. That distance is called it as lead. Okay, here they are saying that lead is the distance, axial distance moved on the threaded cord when it given one complete revolution about its axis with respect to fixed mating thread. Okay, so it is necessary to distinguish between the measurement of lead from measurement of pitch, as uniformity of pitch measurement does not assure uniformity lead. So variation in either lead or pitch cause the functional or visual diameter of thread to differ from pitch diameter. Okay, this is about the lead. So simply you can remember, so helical groove full one revolution, how much distance is called, that is the lead. Okay, so the remaining terminology we will see in the next PPT.